Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we are going to be looking at how you can make 10K a month with Amazon FBA. Now, before you do that, make sure you are subscribed wherever the subscribe button is. Turn on notifications because I PayPal people. I PayPal subscribers up to 3 times a week, up to £25. So make sure you comment on the videos to put yourself forward for that. Some free money and everything. Today's video is really, I want to talk about something that maybe a lot of people don't talk about, and that's just doing the maths, okay? Just doing the maths. If you want to make 1 grand, if you want to make 5 grand, if you want to make 10, 20, 50 grand a month on Amazon, you need to do the maths, okay? Grant Cardone is an advocate of this. He's like, look, just work it out. How many products do you have to have? What's the profit margin? The more you know about this, the more you're going to be able to identify opportunities for you as a seller, okay? So we're just going to pretty much do some maths, and I'm going to show you how this relates to your product research. In my Amazon course, this is actually the first section of the product research section, is understanding your own goals, making sure you have enough money to start, making sure you're putting your money in the right place, you know, for continued success. So let's have a look. And just to be aware, guys, I'm not doing 10K a month on Amazon at the moment. I have a plan. I want to get to 20,000 profit. In dollars, it'll be a little bit more than that, but we're doing this in pounds today. I want to get up to that point by the end of the year. I have a plan in place, and this is exactly what I did for that plan. So let me share the screen, and let's go have a little look at what I've created here. So this is something I've created for this, just for this video, and it's pretty much just a way of working out, cool, to have 10 grand in profit per month, right? We're not talking about turnover, we're not talking about revenue, we're actually talking about profit, because that is the thing that we're really looking to do. We want to generate profit. How many products do you have to have? How much monthly sales do they need to be doing? You know, everything like that. Just to put it on paper, and I really recommend you do exactly the same thing. You don't have to do it on a spreadsheet. You can just write it down somewhere. But this is a great place to start, and then you can work on scaling your products, okay? You can look at products that are going to work for you. The first thing I've done is I've created, okay, option A, I guess. We're gonna put option in there, and I've got a few options to show you and just explain to you why I like one rather than the other. And what I've done is I've gone, right, 200 sales a month. If you find the right product, I'm fairly confident that a lot of products you can make 200 sales a month. That's not a ginormous amount. It's not a small amount. You still have to make sure you rank your product. But if you pick the right one, you could, you know, I would say that's a safe bet. 200 sales a month is quite safe. If you really, really want to go super safe, go 150. But this is going to make sense later on. Now, if you can't negotiate massively well, or you spend too much money on PPC, or basically like little rookie, not mistakes, but learning curves, your profit margin might be a little bit less. So you might be £5 or £6. However, the more advanced you get, the higher profit margins you're going to be able to get, because you're going to know what you're doing. You're going to be spending less on the things that you spent money on before. You're going to not have that learning curve. You're not going to be wasting time. That you will get economies of scale, okay? So the more you do it, the cheaper you're going to be able to find products. The cheaper these products will become, the more you sell, the more you order. So let's start out by thinking, right, okay, let's look, £6 profit a unit. I really wouldn't want to make any less than that. I'll tell you where exactly I want to be. But let's say 200 sales, you're making £6 on each one. So you're making £6 profit. This is after all fees, okay? Then that's £1,200 a month. So not a huge amount. It's a little bit, but we just have to times that by 7, 8, to be able to get to 10 grand. Now, if you really worked on it, within a year, you could launch these amounts of products. Well, you definitely could, but you really need to put time into it. You need to be doing product research probably every week. You need to be finding products, getting quotes, getting samples. So you're going to have some investment to go down this route, right? You will be able to make money from it, but getting this money back, being able to reinvest and then put money into product 2 will take a little bit longer, because your profit margin is only £6 selling 200 units. So that is one option, is just volume. You have loads of sellers on Amazon that do exactly this. They just have huge amounts of volume. They don't make very much per unit, but they sell loads and loads of units of loads of different types of products. So that is somewhere you can go down. It's an approach that you can take. It's not the approach that I want to take, though. I'll show you why. So this is option B. I don't know why I'm typing an option. Option B is, hey, we can go for something that's maybe slightly more sales or even slightly less sales. So we can say, let's even say it's 200 sales, but you're making £10 profit a unit. And that is possible, guys. There are products out there that you can make £10 profit per unit. You just have to be looking for them. Now, if you were trying to find a product that does 600 units per month making £10 profit, that's going to be a little bit harder because there's going to be more sellers in the market. The price would have been lowered a little bit. And at that point, it really becomes about branding. The more you brand your product and the more you have something that's unique, the more money you can make on the product. So for all of these, I would personally recommend branding as best you can and creating something that's a little bit different. Otherwise, your price is just going to go down. Your profit's going to be diminished over time. So this one is a different way of doing it. So it's 4 products, roughly around the same amount of sales. Okay, let's say it's 5 products with the same amount of sales, but you're making more profit per unit. That means you don't have to work as hard to get those products out. You've got to well, not quite, but nearly half the amount of work to get these products launched, right? You can launch one every 2 months. You can you can actually launch one every 3 months. And you can get to that point of generating £10,000 worth of profit every single month from that, from 4 products. It is possible, you just need to find the products. If you're looking to enter markets really, really quickly, you just want to get as many products as possible, you want to be able to do this and maintain it, and you want to spread your risk, then this is maybe the option you want to look at. However, this option is the one that I like the look of. I like spending a month or 2 to actually find a product and make sure it's a really good product that I can make profit on, okay? That I can make a little bit more profit on. Personally, when I look at those numbers, that seems like the one that I would more like to go to. Let me know in the comments, guys. Would you want to do this, right? Would you want to do that? Or would you want to do that? Everyone's going to be different, but you need to work this out for yourself, okay? Let's go for another option. Option C. So you're doing more units. So you find something that's doing more units, but again, you can't make the £10 profit. It's just going to work like that. The more sales per month, per day, normally the less profit you're going to be able to make on that product because there's more sellers in the market, there's more opportunity for making money, so people have a little price war to the bottom. That's generally the case. Again, to combat that, really strong brand. So that's another way of making it. There's still 4 products, which is still pretty good, but you're making less money per product. So that's another way of making 10 grand a month. Those two, they're pretty similar, to be honest, but the thing that I think of when I think of why would I go over option B rather than option A, if at all possible, is that 400 units will cost you more than 250. So you have to have more investment to be able to launch option C than option B. However, you might launch option B and then find a product that only makes you £7 profit and does 400 units, and you can go ahead and do that. So you can mix and match, but I'd much rather be in this area than in this area here, okay? The next one is, again, a little bit different. It's going even more sales, up to 600 for a couple of products, again, making £5 profit. And then maybe a product that has selling 200 units, making £8 profit, selling 400 units, making 6. So basically like a little combination of all of them. Again, 4 products making you, well, exactly £10,000 a month profit. So in the last one, we've gone for 3 products to see what we could do, each making £7 profit, one doing 600, one doing 500, one doing 400. So I think that's going to be that's going to be quite hard to do, to get the £7 profit and 600 sales within the UK. Other markets, the US market, you might be able to do that, but there also might be higher competition. £7 profit is about $10, so that would be a very, very good profit margin. I really look at that being about £5 probably, if you're, or £5, which is about $7. So that's what I would kind of look at if it was the US market. But in the UK market, that's going to be really hard to find. The only way you can probably do that is if you have a product that's on the rise, or you're super good at negotiating, or you have a strong brand. Those are the things. So if you look at these guys, it's going to be a mix and match, but you need to do the maths, okay? I want to do these 2 here. This is the place that I want to be in, where I'm shooting for the best possible scenario, is where you have a high profit margin and good sales, okay? And 250 sales, 200 sales, like personally, if I'm making £10 on every single product, I'm really happy with 2.5 grand profit per month. I'm really happy with that. Okay, that's pretty good, especially if you can do that again for another product. If it's the case that I'm only making £8, I would want to make sure that the sales are a little bit better, maybe making 250 or 300. So it's going to always be a scale, but I want to make between 1,000 and 3,000 a month per product profit, so that I can scale to the next product, which then scales to the next product and the next one. So you can have 7, 8, or 10 products around these sorts of areas. And that's when you're going to be doing 20 grand, 25 grand profit a month. And that's when it gets quite serious, when you're able to do that. I think having anywhere between up to 6 products is probably quite achievable within 1 year. I'm trying to go for 7 to 8. I might not be able to do that, but you guys are going to see that throughout this journey themselves. Oh, well, for yourself, okay? Now, so what was that? What was something in my hat? Might be a spider. So how does this relate to things like Jungle Scout? So cool, I've worked out what I want to make. I'm going to go for £10 profit margins. I'm going to go for 250 sales. I want to make 2.5 grand. I want to do that 4 times over, okay? So what we do, we go on to Jungle Scout. The price, okay? If we are making £10 profit, guess what? There's no point looking at products that sell for £10. We're never going to make £10 profit on something that sells for £10. We're almost very unlikely going to make £10 profit on anything that's under 15. So I'm going to start at £15. And I'm actually going to go up to, I'm going to be a bit of a maverick. I'm going to go up to £45. I'm going to start at 200. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to go to 150. And we're going to leave the max. Reviews, I'll keep it 150, but really I'm looking for under 100. Weight, I'm going to increase that to 5, okay? Because, hey, if we can do C shipping, I know how to do C shipping. I'm happy to do it if that's the case. Now, the categories on the left-hand side, I've unticked some of these: CD and vinyl, clothing, PC and video games, like shoes, software, Blu-ray, grocery. However, I'm going to leave a lot of these. A lot of these are gated categories, so beauty, health and personal care, some other ones in there. And you can get ungated, so you can do that. So I'm still going to look at them, because if there is a really good product, then I'll just get ungated in that category to sell it. It's not particularly hard. I go through exactly how to do that in the course. So just press search, and this is where you're going to start doing a product research that's going to align with your goals, right? If you have a goal set in mind, then you're more likely to reach it. If you're just looking for anything, then yeah, you might be able to find something, but you might find loads of products that are just like pretty pants. You want to find good products that you can brand. You can afford to brand, so you can afford to spend the money on advertising. You can afford to spend the money on high quality pictures, because you're making a high profit margin. So we're going to go down here, like knife block holder, some other things that are going to be, whoa, hot seller, vacuum pumps. Get me one of them. Don't buy these because you can't advertise them. These little things, I've seen these all over the place. Car seater, I'm not sure I would do that in case it catches fire. But you can see the point here. Oh, is that Pokemon cards? No way. I might buy them. But you can see what I mean here, guys. You can see what I mean here. Once you have a goal set in mind, you can then go and do the research. And it gives you something to work towards. Some people say, hey, look, you've got to be doing 600. You've got to be doing 600 sales a month. You've got to make £10 profit. In the UK, guys, it's possible, but you really got to know your stuff. You really got to know what you're looking for. You've got to be able to negotiate. You have to be able to get the cheapest shipping costs. You have to be able to brand it properly. You have to make high converting sales. You really need to know what you're doing. It is possible. It's just that you need to be looking for it, and you need to have the information about keyword research. You need to have the information, again, about all the stuff that we go through in my course, okay? Whereas this sort of stuff, again, you have to be a good negotiator. You have to be able to get £10 profit margin, if not more. But it's a lot easier to get 250 sales. It's a lot easier to get 200 sales than 600. It's a significant difference there. And once you get up to 600 sales, there's going to be a lot more competition as well. But you want to get it at 250 so that when it does scale and more people buy that product, then you're going to be the best seller. That's what we want to do here. So guys, hopefully that has made sense to you, how you can do the maths and make £10,000 profit per month from Amazon, okay? So think about your strategy. Think about, if you want to do this, do you want a one-hit wonder product, which is possible? Like, keep your keep your ear to the ground, right? Keep your ear to the ground, because if there is a one-hit wonder, if something like fidget spinners comes around again, I will 100% jump in on that, because it's quick money, okay? The only thing you've got to remember is Learn from other people's mistakes. Don't get greedy with the sales. If you start doing crazy good sales and you know it's going to be a fad, we don't know, but if you think it's going to be a fad, cut your losses before it's too late and you're stuck with thousands of units of stock. However, they were a great investment because they were very, very cheap and you make a lot of profit and they were selling like hotcakes. If that comes around again, then be sure to keep an eye on it. If you've got any kids in school, ask them, what's the latest toy? What's the latest trend? Because there will be another one. You just got to look out for it, okay? But if not, go for something safe. Go for something where you can scale it, something where you can make money. That's the key here. We want to be making money. We want to make money so we can, first of all, supplement our lifestyle, so we can live off the income, but also so we can reinvest our profits into more products to create more passive income. And that's the goal of this game. We're not doing this just for fun. We're doing this as a business, guys. You've always got to think of it as a business. You wouldn't go into a business, you wouldn't start up a business without knowing the numbers, without knowing the figures of how many customers you have to make profit. That would be unheard of, rather than going and find the customers first and then figuring out how to run your company after. Normally you figure out what you need before you go and get it. So that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Of course, subscribe, like, and turn on notifications for me, for this video, for my channel. I give away up to £25 3 times a week to 3 lucky subscribers, so make sure you do comment on the videos for that. Join the Amazon Facebook groups, which are in the description. I give out free advice there. I even have a lady named Anne who works for me, and she answers all questions FBA related because she is an Amazon FBA specialist, which is an awesome resource to have. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.